Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, everyone! Though with how long we've been growing out the beard, it kind of works. It's just not white. But hope all of you have had a wonderful, wonderful holiday if you celebrate. I definitely had. But today, now that everything is finally done and we're good to go, we did start a little bit later, but I was still in the middle of some stuff. But for now that we have everything done, we're going to be streaming pretty much the rest of this night. Hopefully till about midnight, I want to say. Because I don't have too many plans for tomorrow. A few things I do need to get done, though. But compared to the last few days, it's definitely rather open. So we can stream a little bit tonight. So, obviously we still have a vault event going on. We still have the increased rate of the cursed gnomes, which doesn't actually show here, but that is still the case. So, great time today and tomorrow to be farming for vault keys if you have the time this holiday. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing now that we finally have some time. Aside from that, you actually can get the legend again. I don't think I grabbed my copy yet today. No, we haven't done a single battle yet today, which makes sense. It's Christmas. But you can get this copy again, so if you didn't get this yesterday, definitely make sure to get it today. This also theoretically means if you use a blue orb to max it, you could use 2 of them in your team. I can't really think of a situation in which you would need to. However, I guess it wouldn't hurt, though I'm pretty sure there's no team realistically where 2 would be needed. Though if nothing else, at least we got some Imperial. But if you didn't pick this up yesterday, definitely make sure to get this. So probably just get it regardless. But yeah, actually, so much so. Let's actually start right there and go from there. But anyways, guys, hope you all had a Merry Christmas. Let me go read through the chat real quick. Hello, hello Isabel, hello Bill, hello Easy Breezy, hello Hung, hello Ricardo, hello Cookie, hello Peter, hello Tyrion. Also, I had some cookies earlier. Ginger snaps and or gingerbreads, I mean. And what's the other one? The other one, oh, I think the other one was pre-ball. It's like one of those Petridge Farm things. They're pretty good. Like the double chocolate ones. Hello Imperial. Hello Walrus. Hello Roman. Hello Logic Slayer. Hello Inflame. Hello Dwight. And hello everyone else. Welcome, 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 welcome. That reminds me, I also got like my favorite chocolates in the entire world that I can actually have. That will probably be nibbling on this stream, though probably not too much, otherwise I'll get sick after everything else I've already ate. Oh yeah, we finally found the Santa hat. With a beard to match. It's just not white. Actually, I'm probably shaving this off tomorrow. I've been meaning to for a while and I just haven't had the time. I think tomorrow is finally the time we get rid of all of our hair. We kind of did like the whole COVID stash again. We did it last year, and then like at the end of the year we finally got rid of it all. And this year's gonna be pretty much the same way. Because I think I only shaved it all off like one other time this year. I just realized the chocolates aren't within grab reach, are they? Oh, they are. Oh. The chocolates. The best thing ever. Actually, the logo might be inversed. But you can kind of see it on the back a little bit better. The sellers. Let's see. Where's the little icon? With no nuts. Finding one without nuts is so absurdly annoying. Can you even see that? The glare might actually be in the way. But, yeah, Cella's normal, not the white ones, but you know, like the normal clear ones, stuffed chocolate things. Gosh, why can I not speak? Cherry covered with real milk chocolate, whatever these things are called. Milk chocolate cherries, I guess? With the clear filling. They're so good, but there's so many brands I can't eat, and this is like one of the few brands in existence that I can actually have this from. Because most of the other may contain nuts, because of how they're made. Because they make other chocolate products. But this one specifically doesn't. These are actually so hard to find in my area. I have no clue why. Like, when I go to New Jersey, I can go to, like, almost any store, like a ShopRite, and they're just gonna have, like, a whole stash of these year-round. Yeah, if I try finding them where I currently live, in, South Carolina, you'll, like, never find them. Like, almost don't exist, except for around, like, a couple holidays, like Christmas and Valentine's Day. Around that time. They're so good. Oh, so I already ate, like, half of them. I'm pretty sure the serving size is like 4. And I'm pretty sure I've downed a dozen. The serving size is 2. And I've downed a dozen. How on earth do you only eat 2 of these? This stream just started and I'm having the second one right now. How is it even possible to only eat 2? Serving size is 1 box, I know, right? That's how it normally goes down. This one's a bit of a bigger box, though. Yeah, it's like one of my favorite holiday things to have. Mostly because in my area, you only can get it during the holidays, pretty much. Because for whatever reason, a lot of stores nearby don't sell it year-round. Oh, did I finish saying hi to everyone? Hello Inflame, hello Dwight, hello Analyst, hello Jesse, hello Logic Slayer, hello Imperial, hello everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope all you had a wonderful, wonderful holiday today. It feels good to finally get some grind in. It was great celebrating the holiday, but we haven't really grinded like at all yet. And one goal I still want to try reaching this weekend is level 1,700. There's our goal for this game for the year. This is pretty much every year, try to get like 100 levels. And probably will be next year as well. If we do that, by the 10-year anniversary of the game, we will be max level. Or, you know, not literally max level, but 2,000's essentially max level. It still keeps going, but for all intensive purposes, if you're at level 2,000 plus, you hit max level. Very few people still have, though. Like, if we go check global right now, there's a good chance you won't see, like, a single 2,000. Though they'll probably prove me wrong, like, immediately. No. We normally don't. Like, they do exist, but they're pretty rare out there. Anyways, let's keep going. Let's see, let's clear out the dungeons, and then let's go and actually start grinding. We might start doing the Nomapalooza method that we were messing with yesterday, though I think we're going to do some non-Nomapalooza just to kind of start things off. Because Nomapalooza has, like, that stress of having to go, like, super quick. Whereas if we're just farming, it's a lot more chill. Which I could use right now after today. I feel like so fatigued from food. I made sure not to overeat today, but I still feel like overstuffed, which is a weird combination. Because I specifically made sure not to overeat, because I sometimes do during the holidays. Yet I still somewhat feel like I have, even though I like tried so hard not to. Though I haven't really had dessert properly yet, though. I had like a few things, like nibbling on some cookies and these cherry things, but you know, I haven't had like the cheesecake or anything yet. I probably will after the stream. But we shall wait. Oh, also, the guild has gone like crazy with the tasks. We have gotten 4 mythics. Not sure if I can see the other one. The 2 we showed last night, which I already forget what they were. But we also got a Tina 9000 today. Somewheres. I have no clue where. Oh yeah, it might be buried so deep that we can't see it. But we did indeed get a Tina 9000. And we also got a... Actually, it might be under here. No, that was the Borealis. Where is it? I just have to look for, like, the biggest loot drop. But, yeah, we got a Tina 9000 somewheres and all that mess. But it looks like we also got a Gargantar, which is one of the worst mythics in the entire game. Though, in all fairness, he's not the absolute worst anymore. So that's now 4 mythics within just Christmas Day. Which is pretty insane. I think that's the most mythics we've ever gotten as a guild in a given day. Let's see, what are our gold donations looking like right now? Let's see, let's just go to gold. Highest weekly. So 82 million, 52 million, 12 million, 12 million, 12, 10, 10, 10, 7, 5, and a bunch of other numbers. And then some people doing minimum. Oh no, all the minimums. No, it's fine. But we got some people going really high with it this week, which helps out a lot. I already gave the gifts earlier, though I don't know which ones from here I gave gifts to or not. I'm starting to run low that I'm probably just gonna stop. I don't want to run all the way out, because there's definitely no way we're gonna pay 50 gems just to give someone 25 gems. That would be extremely redundant. And what I'm referring to, of course, is the new Soulforge one, which is exceedingly bad value. They made it so bad value so you couldn't transfer all your gems from one account to another. However, in making it such bad value, They also ended up making it so there's no point in ever getting it if you're not doing it for that purpose. So yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. And them like trying to prevent people from transferring gems from one account to another, they basically made it so anyone who just wants to give a gift to someone, it's just not worth it, like at all. Like not to the slightest. Anyways, let's go and do some grinding now. Just go get our standard dust level and just kind of chill in Cinemirage for a little bit. Then we'll probably do some Paloozas and kind of do the same strategy as last night. Looking for dust level. There he is. Yeah, Cursed Gnomes are still dropping keys, which is unfortunate. That was supposed to be fixed Thursday, and they even made a post about fixing it on Thursday. However, and I even mentioned it on the video saying that they fixed it. However, they still have not. Though I have no control over them not doing what they said. I just kind of assumed what they said was correct, given that they literally have an entire post on the forum saying just that. However, them having an entire post on the forum saying that they fixed something doesn't actually mean that they fixed something, apparently. And I didn't realize that when I covered the video on Friday. I kind of just assumed if they were going to make an entire post about fixing something that it was actually fixed. But it wasn't. I shouldn't assume they will do something correctly. Should probably check it first. Let's see. You had a funny glitch today. You got 2 different pets from a pet rescue. Really? How's that possible? That shouldn't be possible. Oh, I know what you're referring to. Yeah, that's a glitch that's been in the game since pets have existed. Did you not claim the rewards and it passed over into your, So basically what happened is you didn't click claim reward, right? Like the timer was either expired or went into your mail. Because I know in the past there was this weird glitch where if it went to your mail, it would give you your guarantee 1 from the drop, but sometimes the crates themselves would be in a different thing. But yeah, I've had that happen before ages ago. That glitch has been in since pets have existed, and they still have not fixed it to this day, as is tradition of never fixing any glitch. But yeah, that's existed since pets have existed. The way I know of doing it is some kind of weird... I'm not sure how to consistently do it, but I know when I got it, it was from the timer kind of being expired, and you got the guarantee 1 from the guarantee 1, but the crates themselves were from something different. Whenever it does happen, it's because the random drop table is giving you something else. Like, the guarantee 1 at the end is always going to give you the correct pet, but for whatever reason, there seems to be something that occasionally makes the random drops not drop the correct pet. Not sure exactly what it is, and apparently they don't either if they haven't fixed it in like 2 years now or 3 years. Yeah, 3 years, because, no, for almost 4 years. Didn't pets originally come in 2017? Or was it 2018? I can't remember. But it's been like 3 or 4 years and they haven't fixed it. Though in all fairness, I'm not sure exactly what the glitch is, other than the fact that the crates occasionally give you the wrong one. Not the guarantee 1 at the end, but the random drop thingies. But yeah, I have seen that before. I haven't seen it in ages, though. I just assumed they fixed it because I haven't seen it in so long. But I guess it's still around. It's very rare, though, for that to occur. But it does still occur. And if anything, can actually be a little bit of a benefit if you didn't actually necessarily need the pet that was currently active. Or inversely, where you needed that pet and then you got gypped a couple copies. But I have a screenshot of it somewhere as well. It would take too long to try to figure out where on Earth is buried, though. Actually, I should probably go through the screenshots at some time or, like, clear them or something. Because we probably have, like, over 10,000 screenshots of this game. And that's not even an exaggeration. I'm pretty sure we legitimately have over 10,000 screenshots. Some of which go all the way back to the beginning of the game. I think quite a few of them are on the other computer. Hey, we found our first Cursed Gnome. I guess we'll hand out a redeem code. We are going to be handing out a lot of redeem codes today and tomorrow. We'll also be giving out a big shiny code tomorrow. So let's start with the redeem code, Palooza. Because we're probably going to hand out multiple. I'm not sure what we're going to hand it out based on, but yeah, we got a Cursed Gnome. We'll hand out one now. We're not going to do it literally every Cursed Gnome, otherwise we will have no codes left. Because we're probably getting that many Cursed Gnomes tonight. Ideally, I want to finish out these weapons. We only need one more. And at this point, we only need like 40 or 30 more towards it. But here you guys go. Here's the first redeem code. The first of many that we'll be handing out to stream. Not sure the exact number, but it will be many. And there you guys go. Enjoy. Pretty sure you guys know how to use it, though I should probably say it for the first time. Use on gemsofwar.com and for the game code section. Your invite code's in the settings menu in the bottom left. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Copy paste your random numbers and letters starting with JU. And I give the same word as always: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Also, I do have one more big code. However, we're handing it out tomorrow for the final stream of the year rather than tonight. But we're still gonna have plenty of codes tonight. But that one bigger code with the gems will be on tomorrow. Oh, speaking of which, don't forget to claim this. I made sure to not claim it so I could claim it this stream. But speaking of gem drops, we do have a 50 gem drop off of the holiday thing, which isn't a huge amount, but you know, they add up. Always great to see. And we got the green ones. Let me guess, the other one's going to be red because Christmas, so they do green today and then red the other day. That'd make too much sense. But yep, there we go. And we'll have the other one on a week from today, which is actually New Year's Day. I will not be around New Year's Day, but definitely make sure to go claim it. Because I'm leaving on the... How do days work? This is Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We're leaving, like, around here. Like, I won't be able to do the 27th stream. We're still gonna have a video on the 27th, though, going over the weekly stuff. But I won't have a stream that night. I believe I'm leaving, like, really early, that morning. No, we'll be gone. And then we'll be back on the 5th. Anyways, where are we? The mail's blinking, but I'm pretty sure it's just vault keys. Also, why does it take us so long to load? Oh no, some people did some legendary tasks. Nice, great to see. So many legendary tasks today. Nothing good though. Other than some keys. Also, how do we get maps? Oh yeah, duh, the redeem code was in there as well. Whoops. Yeah, 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, 2,500 gold, same loot as always. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream, helps a lot and is greatly, greatly appreciated. Must have been a different glitch. You were rescuing a leafette and got a swampy on the house. Those were, there were no swampies all day. And you had 40 minutes left on the leafette. Needed both pets. Oh, that's kind of convenient then. But yeah, the glitch associated with it, it still gives you the guarantee correct copy at the end. But sometimes there's some kind of weird thing that makes the actual drops from those gifts, or whatever they're called, the baskets, the pet baskets, become a different drop sometimes for, I have no clue why. But yeah, they still haven't fixed that since its launch. I'm pretty sure they're not even aware of the glitch anymore. It's been reported, but they didn't bother doing anything. And now they probably don't even know it exists. Honestly, I didn't even know it still existed. I just assumed it was patched already, given that it's been around for like 4 years. It's a very rare glitch, though. Let's see. What team have you made with the new troop so far? Oh, yeah, I didn't really cover a video on it. If I have time, I'm going to try to cover one tomorrow. But so far, just the one from the video is the only one we really messed with so far. I haven't really been having the time to mess with them. Obviously, we need to try a rope dart team. We need to try a cheaper team that uses like a leshy or something for people that don't have higher rarity stuff. Because obviously we're using like a mythic here. But yeah, currently, if you have Karandera is probably like the main thing you should be using with this thing. The main reason for it is curse spam. In order for you to be able to actually entangle everything, you're likely going to need some curse assistance. So a lot of builds with him are going to be based around Karandera. It's not required, but there's going to be a lot of situations if you're using it as like a generic offensive team where you're going to need it in order to counter through immunes. So that's the only team we've really messed with. It was the one during the video. It worked out decently. I'm not sure if I would use it as like a proper PvP team always instead of other things. But definitely functions. It works. It's pretty good. But I'll need to mess around with more. I don't think we will be this stream, though. The stream's mostly just going to be farming. But if I have time tomorrow, I'll try to cover a video on a couple more teams with it. Because it's a really relevant troop. Plus, we might get another copy of it tomorrow. Since they're still probably going to do one more Christmas-related thing. Even though Christmas is, you know, already kind of over, but, you know. They're probably still going to. Would make sense they do it 3 days in a row. Actually, it would make a lot of sense if they did it 6 days in a row. That way everyone could get it mythic without even using a blue orb. Of course, we already blue orbed it. I assumed they would only give us one. Because normally they only do. This time around they gave us 2 and possibly 3 if we get one tomorrow. Though I highly doubt we'll get more than that. So using the blue orb was probably fine. Hello, Grizzle. Oh yeah, we did do the ho 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 thing at the beginning when we started up the stream. We'll be wearing the hat all day. Or, you know, for the rest of the stream when I say all day. I have not been wearing this thing all day. My head would be so sweaty if I wore this, like, literally all day. We will be wearing it all stream. Or at least until it gets too awkward to keep wearing. Because it's definitely not a comfortable hat. I need to get a new Santa hat for next year, I think. Like a really, really soft one. Because I've been using this one for, since I've been here. Just like, what, over 5-6 years? Definitely could use a better quality one. It's just one of those things that you tend to not get a better quality thing of if you already have one, because why would you? Use it like one time every year. Well, no, I kind of want to next year. Because I'm pretty sure this is like one of those cheap dollar ones or something similar. Based on its quality. Or lack thereof. But hey, it still looks like a Santa hat is what it needs to do. That reminds me, we don't have a Santa hat cosmetic in Gems of War, do we? We don't actually have any holiday hats for Gems of War. I'm not sure how I just noticed that now. But we don't have a single holiday hat. Well, the gems do, kind of. But, we don't have one for our hero. Like, we can't just put a Santa hat on our hero. Or like a leprechaun hat, or a, I don't know what other things would have a hat. I guess Halloween could maybe have a hat. What would you do for Halloween? Some kind of pumpkin hat? But yeah, we don't have any holiday hats. We have holiday pets, though. Speaking of which, I should probably be using it. Speaking of hats, I might as well use the holiday pet. Which one did we get this year? Well, I kind of already not remember. It literally just happened this Wednesday. Processing. Gosh, if I type in 2021, wouldn't that bring it up? If I could type a 2? If I could type a... Gosh, why is my other hands that far off the number? There it is. Nothing to display? 2021? You sure? Are you sure about that? Well then, holiday maybe? Holiday shrub. No, that's wrong. Okay, apparently it doesn't pick up on this. Oh, greedy gift. Ah, thank you, yes. I remember now. Let's go wear him. There we go. Nice little present on our shoulder. Well, that's weird. The text doesn't pick up on the little card area there. I never realized that. Oh, that means you can't search them by year then. I can't type in like 2018 and see all the 2018 pets or 2019 and see all the 2019 pets. Because the search doesn't pick up on that area for whatever reason. That's weird. I never actually realized that until now. I think we found that out at some point, but I kind of forgot. Oh yeah, I could have just clicked on Silverglade. That I did remember that it was from Silverglade. I just forgot what the pet name was. This is a big issue these days. This game's starting to get so many names, I'm starting to forget a lot of things. Because there's over 1,000 troops, over 300 weapons, over like 200 pets, or almost 200 pets. I think it's like 150 something, or 180 something. There's just too many names. Because in total, there is, let's go check. Like, it's over 1,500 names, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, just between troops and weapons alone, it's over 1,500. If you count pets, it's over 1,650 or so. It's almost 1,700 total. Between troops, weapons, and pets. Technically, you could add banners as well. Though most people don't reference banners by name, they just mention them by number. I mean, by color. Like if you need like a +2 red, +1 blue banner. Or something similar. You normally don't mention them by name. Hey, that's the thing we need. I need verse 2s. It is our lowest verse. So every single one's another Palooza, and we will be doing some Palooza this stream. We're starting with non-Palooza, but we will be heading to the Paloozas. Probably hand out another code before we start doing Paloozas. And then start getting into them again. Oh, I do need to set up the controller thingy, though, if we're going to start doing Palooza. We'll do that when we get there. If you're only going to grab one cursed weapon, which one would you do? That's a hard choice because they're all pretty bad. I think the hammer was the least bad. However, it's so similar to the other hammers where you might as well just use the other hammers if you already have them. But last I recall, the hammer was actually one of the better ones of the curse breaker weapons. It's either hammer or any of the double hits that let you kind of choose. Or, you know, like not the yellow random one. Though it does have silence on it, but you'd have to max it, so I don't know. They're all just really bad. Is the bottom line of those things. Oh wait, I just realized. I said I was going to go get the other weapon. I already got the other weapon last night. What am I saying? We already have all the curse breaker weapons. Because I said at the beginning of the stream I'll go get that other weapon, but I forgot. We already have them all. The only thing we need to go to get now is a bunch of anvils. I think I'm going to hold my shards and wait, or curse runes I mean, and wait until we do it all at once. Just in case they randomly add something that's going to need them. I highly doubt they will, but that's why I saved Ritz, and then they added something, and then I was happy. Because that worked out quite conveniently. It's also why I save all of those things that convert into diamonds as little shards. The reason I save those shards and don't immediately convert them into diamonds, even though the best values to converting them immediately into diamonds, is due to what they did with the Ritz. Ritz got an additional use, and I feel like those would eventually, however, they still haven't to this day. And the resource I'm referring to is this thing over here. So, for example, this one, they gave another use to. The Ritz, these things. These things are now used to get the Forge Scrolls. So I made sure to save them, and luckily they did have another use. However, there's another resource I'm saving that has not gotten another use yet, and that is just shards. The normal shards are just called shards. These shards are used mostly just to craft straight into diamonds. However, because I have more diamonds than I could ever physically know how to use with, I've been hoarding all my shards just in case they ever add a new purpose to shards, like a new currency here. They have yet to do so. However, they have done it with Ritz now, so it's not an impossibility that they would give it another purpose, because Ritz originally were only supposed to be for deeds, and now they're not. And these are supposed to only be for these jewel things. However, who knows, maybe sometime in the future that will change. As it currently stands, you only really convert them into diamonds, though. But in time, that might change. Also, we have over 1 million of them. Actually, we have so many, we can craft, I think, almost 3 mythics out of just how many shards I have. Even if I had 0 diamonds, I pretty much can craft 3 mythics just off of shards if I really wanted to. Plus, we have enough diamonds to craft like 30-something mythics or something. Something absurd. Honestly, we could stop playing this game for 2 years. And then after a few months, it would look like we were playing the whole time because we have so many resources that we could just immediately auto-buy everything we missed within that time. Which is one nice thing kind of about Gems of War. Catching up isn't that bad. Doing 100% completion can be a little bit annoying after having not played for a while. However, catching up to the point where you're like almost completed with everything is actually surprisingly easy in Gems of War. Like, it's something you could do within about a year or two, particularly after 2 years. And even accounts that are like 5+ years old, you could pretty much look like a 5-year+ old account within like a year or two. Definitely within 2 years. It's because there's a lot of weird things that have like a catch-up mechanism to them. Particularly things like gem keys that drop from the entire drop table in the game. The only thing that's really, really hard to catch up on is getting literally every mythic. That wouldn't be as bad for us because we have such a surplus of resources, but missing out on like that long amount of diamonds and other similar resources that would help you get mythics can put you a little behind. Though it's definitely not required to own every mythic in the game. It's nice to strive for that goal, but there are so many that are just so useless. Like, the guild has gotten 4 mythics today on Christmas from all the legendary tasks we did. Yeah, we only got 1 good one, and it was Tina 9000. The rest are pretty much just for kingdom upgrading and would never be used in any other circumstance for the most part. Also, has it been laggier for anyone else today? Because we're being kind of laggy right now. I'm not sure if it's my connection or if it's the game itself. I don't know, maybe because everyone wasn't able to play during Christmas Day, they're all trying to farm right now. Oh no, did we peak this month? Let's go see. I would actually be surprised if we did. I'm trying to look for stream... No, not Streamlabs. What's it called? Steam charts. Let's see. Gems of War. Nope. Actually, last month we ended up peaking. Interesting. This month had a lot less people playing. So it makes sense because of the holidays. People busy with the holidays. But it was actually last month that peaked, which makes this month look bad because the other one was the one that just peaked. Interesting. I'm not sure why November would have peaked. I don't know. What happened in November? Did we even have a big patch? Did we even have a patch in November? I can't even remember. What was the patch in November? I don't think it was anything that big that should have peaked it that much. Like, honestly, the bigger patch was in this month, not last month. Oh, people were probably just busier this month. Oh, yeah, Nexus happened in November. The first new kingdom in 2.5 years. Ah, that's why. Never mind. Duh. Yeah, it was Nexus. That makes sense. Duh. That was kind of when Nexus happened, didn't it? The first new kingdom in over 2 years. Never mind. That's why it peaked. How did I forget that? I guess because it was such a long event. Yeah, that's pretty big. The first new kingdom in over 2 years. Never mind. Yeah, that's why it's peaked. That would explain it. Because new kingdoms are basically the biggest thing they could ever do. Unfortunately, nowadays, it's like expanded over the course of a 35-day period. However, it's still a pretty big event when we get a new kingdom. Even though they elongated it. Because before, almost everything for a new kingdom would happen within like 3 days. And now it's elongated to like 35 days. But it's still a pretty big event when it happens. Even though they elongated it like crazy. But they also have a lot more features that they do with it now. Like a new hero class, a new faction, a new everything. Whereas before it would pretty much just be the kingdom with the troops. So there's a lot less they had to do for it. And nothing big happened in November. Only the brand new kingdom. The like of which we haven't seen for over 2 years. Nothing big. I'm so glad we don't have to farm those things every single day anymore, though. Even though we easily would have already had them by now. They're just kind of annoying. I am glad that they adjusted it, though, because the rate on the very first day where it took like almost an hour to do, or I think it took closer to 30 minutes, but it could take an hour with bad enough luck. Like, that was horrible, but luckily they fixed it after 1 day. Because that would have been super annoying if it took that long every day. Like half an hour to an hour. Luckily they changed it so it was like 10 minutes to 20 minutes. Which is still a decent amount of time, but way better than what it was going to be. Yeah, 1,000 glory, nice. Biggest drop you can get off that thing. As well as one of the best gnome drops there is. Other than finding some cursed runes. They're out there somewheres. But yeah, we'll probably go and stream for about another 2 or 3 hours or so. I kind of want to go all the way to midnight. And then we'll have one more big stream tomorrow night to end out the year. It does mean we need to be getting on that grinding, though. Because that means we need 3.5 levels. Or sorry, 3 levels. No, was it 3.5? Never mind, we actually need a little more than 3.5. Yeah, because we'd have to hit, yeah, we need a little more than 3.5. So basically we need like 4 levels. 2 tonight, 2 tomorrow night. So we gotta get on that grind. Not sure if we'll make it. Sure gonna try. If nothing else, now's the time to be farming while we have Vault Event. Why do I use Sister instead of Greed? Greed has an explosion that slows down the start of the battle. And right now we're going purely for speed and nothing else. Though oddly enough, I believe if you actually want to go for gold, it's better to do Explore 5 or 6 with Phoenicia than it is to do Greed on this team. I believe the effective rate of gold is actually higher doing the 5 or 6 Explore with Phoenicia. Even though that slows down your team even more than using Greed. But you're getting extra gold and other resources as well. Because you're still leprechauning for some gold as well as the extra gold that you're just getting naturally from the battle. Yeah, Greed has a 1 explosion at start of battle. And that wastes more time than Bless does. Bless does waste some time, but there's nothing that has no effect there. But it wastes way less than Greed. Because Greed wastes anywhere from like half a second to a few seconds if it cascades the explosion. Whereas she doesn't have that mechanic. Though she would be more optimal if she did not have Revered. Oh, did I call it Blessed? It used to be called Blessed, it's now called Revered. Back in the day, it was called Blessed before the Blessed mechanic existed. And Accursed used to be called Curse. But then once Curse and Blessed was added to the game, they renamed the 2 effects. So now it's called Revered. Hey, another one. Should we hand out another code? Yeah, we should. We'll hand out another code. Hey, 12 again. Nice. Alright, let's go hand out another code. We found another gnome. We're not going to do one literally every single time, but we'll do it for this guy as well. Let's see. Because there's no way we could do it literally every single time. We're only halfway. We're half an hour into the stream. We'd have like no codes if we do it every single time we see one. Let's see. Oops, why did it not go? Okay, it might be my connection. Why on earth is it so slow? Loading, 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 loading. How on? I've never seen a code take this long to process. This might just be my slower computer being bad, though. What on earth is it doing? Okay, let's try this again. I'd probably say I already claimed it. Okay, now I did. That was very strange. I've never seen it take that long. Let's see. Alright, there you guys go. There's the redeem code. Enjoy. Another one? Okay, we can't give out another one already. We literally just posted one. But there we go, another one with 14. So that's 3 so far. Alright, should we keep a tracker of how many we find? I still have the tracker from last time when we did that one stream. I'm not going to count ones from Nomapaloozas, though. What do I have it under? Vault keys? No, I have it under this other one. So we found 3 so far. Yeah, that one super buff day, we found 12 that night. That was last week's Thursday. When it had like that extra buff plus the Vault event. But currently we're at 3. The curse codes. Yeah, once we find a 4th, I guess we'll hand out another one. And then I might start getting into Paloozas. But I'm not sure how we're going to count Cursed Gnomes during that. Because that's not a real rate of actual Cursed Gnomes. Oh, another verse 2. But yeah, now we definitely need to run Paloozas. I think we're at 42 right now. So we have 2 spare Paloozas above 40. So really, we could be eating into them as much as we want. As long as I keep at least 10, is my main goal. And we have 42, so we could literally be running Palooza the rest of this weekend, and we'd probably still not run out, realistically. Can we ask for codes that have curse runes? That's almost never going to happen. Honestly, I feel like we'd have a higher chance of asking for codes that have gems in it than codes that have curse runes. Because you seem to be trying to keep it rather limited. But no, I think we legitimately will have a higher chance of handing out gems than we do of curse runes. Speaking of which, we'll have our last gem code to hand out tomorrow night. So I definitely need to ask for something special code more of, because we're going to run out after tomorrow. Because that one code that we're handing out tomorrow is from a batch of 30. That was supposed to be normal codes, but they accidentally made them all shiny gem codes that had the 25 gems in them. And we've slowly been handing them out for over a year. For special events and other various things. But as of tomorrow, I'll be using the last one. And I'm not sure if I can get more of them. But if nothing else, handing out a few normal redeem codes is kind of like a bigger shiny code. The only problem is when they're handed out as gem keys, you can't use them as any other resource. Only as gem keys, whereas gems can be used as pretty much anything. You tried doing Explore 12 to see if they would drop more curse runes? They would. Or at least if you're doing Palooza. And you end up getting a Valky instead. Yeah, I know, that's so unfortunate. Oh yeah, can I check the forum post that was like that? I'm not sure why. It wouldn't let me last night. Let's see if it'll let us stay. Because there's actually a forum post on it, which is really funny. Because this is what prompted me to actually mention it on that video. But then it wasn't the case. Let's see, will the forum work today? Or does it just not want to work for whatever reason? Okay, why on earth does this page not want to work on my thing? That's so weird. Can I maybe use a search bar to get to it? Let's see if I just click on one of these. That's weird. So that one page won't work. But I can get to here. That is so weird. I don't know. Which one of these is correct? I can't tell. Battlecrasher, Curse Runes. Official News. No, that's not the right one. Where is it? Maybe if I could find... What's his name? What's his name? G-Man? I can't remember his full thing. I will find his post. Hey, G-Man's not here. Where it be the G-Man? I forget his full tag. Isn't it G-Man something? Let's see. Where on earth is he? There he is. I'm not sure why that one page isn't working for me. But I will find a different way to get to that page. I will get in through the back end. Cursed Gnomes. Yeah, here's the post. Okay, we managed to get through with that one page being broken. But yeah, they made this post. Hello, adventurers. Firstly, we are making an update to the rewards given by Cursed Gnomes. Currently, the rewards given from Cursed Gnomes is either Cursed Runes or a Vault Key, which it still is. The Vault Key will be removed from the Cursed Gnome rewards, and it will only drop the Cursed Runes going forward. That is not the case, as we have seen. Secondly, to celebrate the holiday, we will be increasing the chance of finding Cursed Gnomes appearing for the next 2 weeks, which is right now until like the 5th or 4th or so, or 6th, whatever it is. But, yeah. And then there was like a bunch of conversation like, no, you didn't fix it. Somewhere's in here. But it was weird because they didn't actually fix it. And then like there's a whole discussion here on like how they have not fixed it. But anyways. Yeah, but there's that. They made a whole post on it and it's still not fixed. As you can see by the many vault keys that are still dropping. Also, why did I take my turn? We already have the win condition. But I'm not sure why that one page doesn't work on that thingy anymore. Luckily, the rest of the website still does, so you can get in through back means. Don't see cursed gnomes on console. Well, they are still somewhat rare. I'm pretty sure console people are still getting them. I haven't heard any reports of anyone on console not getting any at all. If you're absolutely getting like super none, try and do a Gnomopalooza if you have the resources for it, because the Gnomopalooza should definitely give it to you during a vault event. Because I know our average Gnomopalooza has been giving us like 3 to anywhere from like 3 to 6 or so. Speaking of which, we found another. What does he have? Yeah, not a vault key. Great to see. Okay, I said when we hit 4, we would hand out another code. That is 4. That is another code time. I'm not sure if the previous code has been used up, but definitely make sure to use it if you haven't already. But let me go get you guys the 3rd code for the night. Also, we might need to start handing these out slightly slower because this stream is nowhere near over. We've already handed out 3. Let's see. I'll still keep handing out a bunch, though. How many do I have left? I have, like, 20-something left. I think we'll be fine. I can't hand out too many. Let's see. That's not what I wanted. Where's the code section? I literally just used it moments ago. Where'd it go? There it is. Put that in there, put that in there, put that in there, put that in there. Click that, click that, click that, click that. Copy the whole thing. So many clicks. So many small clicks. And here you guys go. Oh wait, how's that not my live stream? Was that my last night's live stream? Oh, I never closed last night's live stream. Oops, I clicked on the wrong one. There you guys go. It's not still active, that other live stream, but I still have the page open for it. That's weird. Anyways. But there you guys go. Enjoy the code. Same thing as always. And we'll have several more during the duration of this stream. Alright, let's see, put that over there. Okay, anyways. Let's keep going. But I think we'll give out like 5 or 6 codes today. And do at least a few with that big juicy code tomorrow. Since these are the last 2 streams we'll be doing all year. So if you guys have anything to ask or anything to talk about, do let me know. Because we won't be back after tomorrow. Night stream, we won't be back until the 5th, I believe it is. The 5th, the 6th. One of those 2 nights. I'll still probably have a few videos up though I still have yet to pre-record anything. I should have a little bit of time hopefully tomorrow to possibly do it, as well as Monday. Also, we will be covering the Monday video on Monday. Or, you know, the normal weekly video thingy. Next week's, or the one after next week will be kind of delayed, like as it was this week, because I won't be back until like Wednesday at the earliest. Of not next week, but the week after next week. Like the first week of next year. Yeah, that reminds me too. I might actually need to get a COVID test for the first time. I'm not sure if you need it for United States flights that go to other flights. Have they mandated that yet? I still haven't checked. If you need to have like a proof of not having the virus to get on a plane these days. I think you do for out of country. I'm not sure if you do for in country. To go from state to state. Because I haven't been keeping up with most of that. Should probably find out though. Actually completely forgot to check that. I don't think I do, however, I have no clue these days. I just realized how many Hearst Gnomes we found this hour. We've actually hit 4. That's actually not that bad. 4, no Palooza. I know, we might as well just not even use the Palooza strategy then. If we're already finding 4 without it. I guess it would still make sense, too. It would cost 4 Paloozas, but we'd get 4 Gnomes, or Cursed Gnomes, plus the Spears across the time. So we'd still be getting overall more Cursed Runes if we're using Paloozas. Though we'd be getting a lot less Versus. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure some people's trophies are insanely high this week. I didn't even check my own guild. I probably should. There's someone who probably almost hit 10,000. Definitely a lot of over 1,000s. But then again, isn't 1,000 kind of easy these days? Though 10,000 is still an insane amount. Insanely high. Like, I'm pretty sure we're even over 1,000 so far. And we haven't even, like, super farmed. Yeah, we're already over 1,000. Let's see, how do I check trophies? Yeah. Decently high numbers. Nothing, like, too over the top crazy, though. 4,000 still pretty good. But no one hit over 10,000. Which kind of makes sense as the holiday. Like, 10,000 is when you're starting to get to, like, super high category. Pretty much anything over 9,000. Oh, even over a few thousand, still pretty high. Oh, there's all our redeem codes we've been handing out. Oh, someone gave us a guildmate gift as well. Thank you for that. Who was that? Azala, thank you. Shiny 25 gems. Anyways, let's keep going. You're at 7,500 plus. Nice. You're almost over 9,000. You probably will by the end of this week. You just stole all of tomorrow. Which means even if you only do like 1,000 tomorrow, that's probably still enough to hit 9,000. Hello, Flames. Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to hit 1,700. I'm looking at our number now. We still got a little ways to go. I think we still would by the end of the year. I'm just not sure we can before the end of our trip. Or, you know, before the start of our trip, I mean. There's still a whole week. But I'm not sure we can actually reach 1,700 by tomorrow night. We'll see. Because we'd have to farm a lot tomorrow to actually reach it. Because this stream will be slightly over probably 1,697. Which means we'd have to do like 2.5 levels tomorrow. Which, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't that take like 6 to 7 hours these days? It's a lot of time. Though technically, if we start to stream at 8 and go all the way till 2 a.m. at reset time, theoretically that would be 6 hours. So who knows, maybe it's still possible. Because we've only been going for an hour tonight so far. And with that hour, how far did we get? We got like, what, 1/4 a level? Not even a 4th a level. Though we were talking for some of that and other stuff. Oh, U7 has 7,500. Which means probably over 9,000 by the end of the week. We'd be getting a lot more trophies if we did Phoenicia team. I'm going for pure speed of EXP at this point, though. It just gives us the quickest EXP rate for class, or not class, for hero EXP as well as for gnome finding. Which is higher value, taking a couple of minutes to redeem the code, or using that time to continue farming. If you can claim a code very quickly within a minute, it is worth taking the code. Hey, we got a verse too. Like, if you keep the page open on a PC while you're watching this stream. Like, if you're doing it on phone, I think it might take a little bit longer. But if you're doing it on PC and just go for a quick copy-paste of the code, like, that's gonna take you, like, what, 30 seconds? Like, it's pretty quick to use. Like, we can go time it. Like, the next code we hand out, let's give it out on the next curse gnome. The next code we hand out, I'll go show it on screen how long it takes us. We'll even put up a timer. It doesn't take that long. Like, I'll post it into chat and, like, copy-paste it as if I was, like, one of you guys trying to put it in. But I believe if you had it all set up, it takes like 30 seconds or less. That reminds me, I should probably bring up the timer, though we'll do it once we have reached that point. But yeah, 30 seconds is like, what, 2 or 3 gnome battles? Or, you know, 2 or 3 battles during a vault event. The only time it wouldn't be worth it is if you were like in a Palooza already, mid-Palooza. Unless you're claiming on like a different device. Because it would have to be a different device than what you're using the Palooza on. Or you'd have to be really good with multiple tabs. Did I have a wonderful Christmas? Oh yeah, Christmas was great this year. Had a lot of fun this Christmas. And I'll be celebrating it again in a few days. Well, maybe not exactly in a few days, but sometime next week I'll kind of be celebrating it again, as well as New Year's. Hey, there he is. Okay, let's go hand out another code. 13 curse runes. Nice, nice. Okay, let's go claim tribute as well. Let me go update our gnome tracker. So that's now 5 in an hour. That's pretty solid. And no paloozas either. All naturally found. All naturally grown curse gnomes. With no palooza shenanigans. There we go. Okay, so let me go hand out the code, but do it in a way where I claim it naturally. So let me go find where on earth the code is. Grab this, click that. But yeah, let's see how long it takes. Oh yeah, it would help if I set up a timer. If I can find where the timer is. Let's time how long this takes. Oh yeah, that kind of gets in the way, doesn't it? I should probably move the timer. Alright, there we go. Now, let's go get it into chat. Is this the new one? I actually don't know if this is the new one or not. We'll find out in a moment. We'll find out when it says I've already used it. Well, let me go get the copy-paste for it. If I can figure out where the code section is, because I'm grabbing it from this. I'll find out if it's that exact same thing. It is not. Okay, this is a new code. Okay, so let's go claim it like you guys would claim it. So let me go put this in. I have not used it myself yet. Let's see. So let's put up the timer and see how long it takes me to go and claim it. All right, let's start the timer. And go into game. And then start the little timer thingy. Okay, so let me go claim it myself. So I'd have to go open a tab. Go to like Gems of War forum. Couple different ways we could do this. We could also just copy paste it from chat, but I'm just going to manually go to Gems of War. Gemsofwar.com. Or you can also just click the link. We'll go to redeem code. I then type in our invite code. Yours is whatever's in bottom left corner settings. I then copy paste the thing. And where did the thing go? And then we claim it. And redeem code does not exist. Oh, I added extra space somewheres. Hello? Eh, maybe it's not as efficient. Why is it being weird? Redeem code does not exist. Does anyone else get not exist for it? Did I accidentally not copy part of it? Am I missing a part of the code? Oh, I forgot the P. There we go. Okay, it took us like a minute, but we struggled like horrifically. Because the way that it looks like in my stream thing, because I accidentally moved it too far to the side, I actually can't see the P. So I didn't realize that. So it did take us a minute, but that's because we messed up like a billion times over on trying to actually claim it. But there we go, we claimed it, and it's in our mail. There we go. As long as you don't mess up, I think it's time efficient to redeem it. The problem is when you mess up a billion times like we just did. So how do I close this again? Because I don't think we need a timer anytime soon. There we go. Yeah, it took you 11 seconds. I know, it shouldn't take you a minute. That was just me messing up really horribly. Because the way it's on my interface, I actually can't see the whole code, so the P was crossed off. Otherwise, it would have taken us closer to like 20 or 30 seconds. And that's with manually typing out the code as well. I mean, manually typing out to the website. Instead of clicking the link. It's even quicker doing it on console, I know, right? You just don't claim it. Yeah, it should take you closer to like 20-ish seconds. That was just me failing 1,000 times in a row. If you can claim in under 30 seconds, it's definitely time efficient to take it. Compared to farming Vault Event. Also, anyone watching after the fact, I'm pretty sure all the codes are already used up. However, I would still check them just in case. Because we've handed out so many, there might be a possibility some of them just don't get used completely. Because they have a set number of claims, not a time duration. So they could theoretically still be alive like days after the fact. Well, that's extremely unlikely because they get spread pretty quickly. It's definitely possible when we hand out a lot of codes. Maybe sometimes people forget to claim some of them because we're handing out such a sheer amount. We were just demonstrating how not to use it, I know, right? I very efficiently showed how inefficiently you can claim a code. My typing setup right now is still very weird. Still trying to figure out a solution for it. Because I'm still doing a weird, like, double keyboard thing. Honestly, I actually do need to go look into getting a double keyboard. I just don't want to get a double keyboard that has all the keys in a weird alignment. Because some of them have them perfectly straight, and I'm so used to having the other layout. I'm pretty sure there's double keyboards where it's still staggered. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be too big a deal to switch to a aligned tile setup. Because you would get used to it kind of quick. Like initially you'd mistype a lot, but you'd kind of get used to it. Oh no, it's not a gaming keyboard, it's a double keyboard. One of those keyboards where you have two separate keyboards that form one keyboard. But you do it so you can have your hands like not like stretching around. It's less strain on your hands. I've also been messing around with double keyboard typing and with the two just normal keyboards, and I don't know, it's actually been working out pretty well. The only reason why it's a little bit annoying is how currently far away the two keyboards are from each other. Because one of them is attached to the laptop itself because it is the laptop keyboard, and the other one's just a random keyboard on the side. So it's not like that optimal compared to an actual device that does it properly. That is meant to be used for such a purpose. Cursed Gnome luck is with you at the moment. 130 runes is just over an hour. Nice, that's really good. This hour I've only gotten like 60 or so runes, so that's really good. 130 in a single hour. Was that with Paloozas or just natural farming? Because that's pretty insane if that was with Alpha just natural, with no Palooza. Because I'm pretty sure so far this stream we've done like 70. Within an hour. Oh, just off of what we're doing right now? Wow, that's pretty lucky then. Because I'm expecting to find like 3 or 4 per hour, and we're already above that. But to have that many runes, you would have to have found like 10 plus for an hour. Which is like double what we found this most recent hour. People in your guild have been having insane luck with keys and chests today. Getting mythics, nice. I know my guild has gotten 1 billion mythics today. We've gotten 4 off a legendary task today. Meaning every single person in the guild got all 4. With the most relevant drop being Tina 9000. Which even if people already have the drop, having 2 is viable. It's not something you would go out of your way to get 2 of, but having 2 is nice. There's some weird mech teams that get used with Mechanist, double Tina 9000, and 1 other troop. Normally a mana accumulator like Leprechaun or something similar. It's not like ultra meta, but one nice benefit of it is you have 2 troops with a 50% spell reduction that have a capability of gaining armor. Which is really good against really heavy spell damage teams. Also allows you to double Tina a lot quicker, which is almost guaranteed to like double kill or triple kill in a PvP-like situation. I found another Cursed Gnome. Not this Cursed Gnome, but the next Cursed Gnome will hand out another code. Wait till we get another, though. So what do you think? Volky or not Volky? My prediction is on 13 shards. Come on, anything that isn't a Volky. Called it. That would be 13 shards. I can see the future. Let's go update our number. Called it. Though in all fairness, there was only 7 drops it could have been. Wait, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, technically there's 8 drops. So I had like a 1 in 8 chance of guessing correctly. Because there's a Volky, normal Volky, and 6 different shard amounts he could have dropped. It's like trying to get a random Cascade in Gems of War. Actually, it's technically slightly lower chance. No, maybe about the same chance. Because Volky and Epic Volky have a lower chance of occurring than the other 6 numbers. So it's about the same chance of just guessing you'll randomly get a Cascade. Also, we have nothing to really use our shards on now. Like, I can use it on the pet. It just doesn't feel like we're doing anything if I'm getting the pet, though. Because we have all the weapons now. If I actually go there into Soulforge and go to weapons, it doesn't show we have anything craftable, even though we have enough shards for it, just because we already own them all. So they don't show up. Theoretically, we could troll and get another copy of the Mythic. But most realistically, we're probably dumping them all into pets. Yeah, of which I can craft 8, which means we have 80-something of them. The only problem is we need 31. I have 1 currently, so I need this number to be 30 before it means anything for the most part. This is what we're going to be crafting, though. So that means this weekend we need to try to get another 220 curse shards. Like, ideally, we want to keep farming this weekend until we hit it. That and also level 1,700, but particularly 220 more shards. Because at that point, we will have literally every unique drop maxed from the new thing. Well, maybe not maxed, because I haven't maxed all the Cursebreaker weapons. But, you know, we'll have them all to max rarity, if nothing else. But anyways, let's keep going. But yeah, next Curse Gnome, once we have 7, we will hand out a code. Also, I almost don't feel like doing Paloozas. I just kind of want to stick with the normal and just kind of see how many we find. And then maybe tomorrow do the Palooza method again. Yeah, the weapons are pretty underwhelming. I would say they're the 4th tier weapons. The 3 tiers that are better are the Doom Skull ones that do Doom, that convert to Doom Skulls that do full AoE damage. Those are the absolute best and will probably always remain the best. The second best are the books. They're mostly only used for Guild Wars, however, they're really good on Guild War Defense. The third best are the hammers, because they're basically better than Cursebreaker. 4th best is then Cursebreaker. 5th is probably, and 5th and 6th are basically tied as worse. I'm not sure which one's definitively worse. I kind of want to cover a video on it. I might even cover it as one of the videos we cover while we're gone, because we actually do have all the curse weapons now. Where I basically show 6 teams, one per Doom weapon. For all 6 categories of Doom weapons. But yeah, I would say it's 4 out of 6. So it's on the lower half of the Doom weapons within the game. The Cursebreaker weapons, which makes them pretty low priority to get. Though still potentially worth getting for completionist purposes. I would definitely craft a Mythic first, though, because that counts as a Kingdom Mythic upgrade for Kazale. So if you don't already have a Mythic from Kazale, if you don't already have a second Mythic from Kazale, it counts as one of those. Actually, I believe it is the second Mythic from Keystone now that I think about it. So it works for that, if nothing else. But yeah, I would definitely say priority order is Mythic, weapons, and pet. Though you might want to get one copy of the pet before you get any of the weapons. So like, get Mythic, get one copy of pet, get all the weapons, and then max pet. As far as priority order for unique drops. Because pet's definitely lowest priority, but getting one copy of it can still help you. It's just getting it max is super low priority. I believe it counts as a max Broken Spire pet. But I don't think Broken Spire really needs more help with a max pet. Not to mention how long that takes. Especially if you initially use your Cursed Runes in order to upgrade it without using gems. Because that pretty much costs the entire cost of upgrading him to max. A Doom Muffin. There are some Doom weapons that increase your HP that could kind of be considered Doom Muffins. I'm not sure if I would want to eat a Doom Muffin. The consequences seem high. Do you know what I think of when I hear Doom Muffin? That little muffin from Five Nights at Freddy. That one that has like the little face thing on it. Oh, so I didn't play the most recent game though. I did watch the gameplay of it. It's actually pretty cool. I don't think it's worth 40 bucks though. It's super ultra buggy and not that optimized though. To an extreme degree. I highly doubt it, but if it's on sale for like 10 bucks next Halloween, we might play it. Because the concept of it's actually pretty good. It's just way too overpriced for what it is. Especially since most of the other games went for like 10 bucks or so. And that one's like 40. Which makes sense because they went with like super ultra 3D graphics. With really high fidelity. But that kind of just made the game like so laggy. Because they did not optimize it well. Also, I didn't even know it either. Some people from who used to work at Pixar actually worked on the game. Which was kind of interesting. Which would explain why some of the animations were actually kind of pretty decent. In the 3D modeling. Are Doom Muffins not free? I have no clue. Probably not, because they're Doom Muffins. Oh yeah, Broken Spire is going to be getting another max pet from Faction as well. Almost forgot about that. I don't know, I feel like a lot of games recently have been releasing super buggy. I'm not sure if it's just because of the state of game engines or what on Earth is happening. Is just no one playtesting anything these days? Is everyone just so cheap that they don't hire playtesters? Instead, they like sell their game as early access and just try getting people like in the public to test for them, which means they never have like professional game testers actually testing their things. That'd be a fun career path, though I'm pretty sure like no one hires that anymore based on the fact of how broken every game in existence is. But becoming like a professional game tester. That's probably like the worst career path ever because like no company's doing it anymore. They're literally just like doing it to early access and other similar things. And getting it done for free while also profiting from it. Or they don't listen to the playtesters. No, I'm pretty sure it's just companies just not hiring playtesters anymore. Oh, we got another one. Oh, didn't I say I would hand out another one at 7? I did. That would be 7. But no, I legitimately think like almost no company is actually hiring proper playtesters these days. Like professional ones. There's like outsourcing it to the public or like doing it internally. Like barely or something. Because there's been so many games that have gone where if you even playtest it for like a few hours, you'd see like 1.5 billion things that need fixed. Anyways, let's go ahead down to the code. Let's see. Grab that, grab that. Put that over there. And there you guys go. There's a redeem code. Use on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. You guys know how to use it by now. That's like the 5th code to stream. And definitely feel free to like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. Anyways, let's keep going. Also, probably hand out one more code to streamers, so. Don't want to hand out too many. Ship it now, fix it later. I know, that seems to be the way that most games are these days. Where it's like, oh, the people who get it at launch will just test it for us. Like, if they don't do early access or anything, they're just launching a game. It's like, oh yeah, we'll just fix things like the first few months of launch week. Or launch months. Yeah, no company really cares about, like, properly testing their game anymore. There's just so many ways that they could profit from other people testing their game. Or just launching it and fixing it later. So many clicks. I almost feel like having like a click tracker for how many clicks we do per hour while we're doing this. It is somewhere in the thousands upon thousands. Maybe even tens of thousands. It's like almost an auto clicker number of like clicks per hour. Or, you know, not auto clicker, but like a clicker game, I mean. Like one of those games where you have to like click to do anything. Well, isn't that pretty much every game in existence? You know what I mean. The those clicker games where you're like where you spam click as like the main mechanic of the game. Like Cookie Clicker or something similar. Like that genre of games. Because I'm pretty much just spam clicking to get through these screens. I'm just mashing the button. Oh, so much so I accidentally left the page. One thing that would be kind of funny is having one of those clicker games open while still having Gems of War, but setting it up in some kind of way where our clicks still count for the other page. And see how much progress we make in the clicker game by just playing Gems of War. That'd be a funny experiment. I'm not sure how we'd be able to set it up so our inputs work for both. But it'd be a really funny experiment to see. It's definitely not something we're doing this weekend, but I kind of want to do it at some point. Put some kind of clicker game behind Gems of War in some kind of way where all the inputs from this game also work for that game. And then see how much progress we make in the clicker game by just playing Gems of War. By like farming for an hour. I don't know, would Steam consider it hacking if we were doing it for two things at once? I guess maybe it would. I was thinking there might be a way we could open a window in some way, where if we had it behind our other window, it would still eat our inputs, even though we weren't actively clicking on that window. I'm not sure how you open a window in that way, but that wouldn't could be considered anything off of Steam's end. Especially if it was just something that wasn't on Steam. Because I'm pretty sure something like Cookie Clicker has a browser version, doesn't it? I never played that game. But I'm pretty sure there's some way we could set up a browser window behind Gems of War, where even if we're not clicking on the... if we're just clicking on Gems of War, it would still do the input into the other thing. I'm not sure how you do that, but there's definitely a way you can. I'm just not sure how. I have never been banned on Steam for anything for any reason. Yet. But yeah, I've never bothered to hack any game or anything similar. We've always played them all legit. And grinded them like crazy. Oh, so our gnome rate's not doing that bad at all. Hour and a half and we found 10. Also, no vault keys yet, though I'm probably going to jinx it almost immediately. Because we were getting some really bad vault key luck earlier. And by bad vault key luck, I mean actually getting vault keys when we don't want it. All for cursed gnomes. I wish they actually did fix it. They said they would, and then they didn't, which is kind of disappointing. Because if it was actually fixed, that'd be amazing. Which is why the post has like 30-something likes on the forum. But they didn't actually fix it. There's just a post that said they fixed it without actually fixing it. I'm not sure how you managed to do that. Like literally an entire post saying you fixed something for the purpose of shit saying that you fixed something, and then it wasn't fixed. This doesn't make any sense. Hey, another verse too. I think that puts us at like 43. We got quite an excess of Palooza. But really, anything over like 10 is a pretty good excess. They fixed it. It's clearly working as intended. Honestly, it almost feels like they increased the chance of finding Volkey on it instead of removing it. Which actually would be kind of funny. Which is kind of funny because, gosh, a couple weeks ago, that one stream that we did, what was it? We only streamed it once. I have played it a little bit more since then, though not that much. But Legend of Keepers, that one game we streamed that one day, like a few weeks ago, there's actually a funny glitch with one of the enemies because they coded it incorrectly. There's one of the enemies that like removes vulnerable from itself every single time it attacks. And instead of removing vulnerable, it gains vulnerable. So every single time it attacks, instead of removing vulnerable that's on it, it gives it even more vulnerable instead. Because instead of like remove 2 or 3 vulnerable, it like adds 2 or 3 vulnerable. Meaning it goes from 0 to having a bunch instead of going from a bunch to having 0. Which was pretty funny. It'd be about the equivalent of something with like Fairy Fire immunity or a Hunter's Mark immunity in Gems of War, like giving itself that effect every single turn. Instead of having immunity to it. Luckily, Gems of War hasn't messed up that hard yet. So you never know. Oh, so I still feel so worn out from earlier. Why does it feel like food always just like knocks you out? Like eating a bunch and then just being like, must rest. I took a nap earlier, a little bit of a nap. But, I don't know, just eating so much food makes me tired. Plus, I still need to work off everything I ate. I have gotten down, though. We were as high as, like, 225, 230 at, like, the peak of the pandemic. And I'm now down to 200. Still could get a little bit more off, though. But we did lose, like, at least 25, 30 in the last year. Oh, so I always joked about it in the past, but we should do like a Ring Fit Adventure month or something. See how much weight we could actually like legitimately burn if we did it for like super seriously for a month. So far we've only streamed it once in a variety stream. And we've kind of joked about it here and there, but I kind of want to do it just for the fun of it. It's actually a pretty good game too. We've never really done a proper isolated stream for it yet. Mostly because it's kind of hard to gauge how long the stream will even be. Because gosh, does it tire you out? Because the stream could literally be like a half an hour long. If we get like super tired out. Because some parts of it get like super intense. Yeah, we've been doing really lucky on verse 2s lately. Which is good because it's my lowest. Especially that one like Thursday, or I think it was Wednesday actually. Wednesday of last week, we just did an absurd amount of verse 2s. Like to such a degree, it made our gap as low as 3 between our 2 and our 3. There's only a gap of 3 between them. Now I think the gap's like almost a dozen. But because that one day, it just like completely almost closed the gap. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is, especially for holidays. Like, normally food doesn't make me too tired. But something about, like, having a bunch of food on, like, Thanksgiving or Christmas, it just really knocks you out. I'm not sure what it is. Like, I could have almost the same thing and just have it in, like, the middle of June, and it probably wouldn't affect me as much. But if you have it, like, specifically on Thanksgiving or Christmas, it just, like, completely knocks you out. I'm not sure why. Like, even if I ate the exact same stuff at a different, like, non-holiday, I feel like it affects me a lot less. But then on something like Christmas or Thanksgiving, if you eat the same thing, it's like, oh, gosh, I'm, like, so tired now. It's probably because of everything else that you're doing on those days as well. Combined with the food. Getting so close to that level yet so far. Merry Christmas, Scout. Hope everything's been going well. Hope you enjoyed the holiday. Oh, whipping cream to actually put on it? Interesting. I just get whipped cream cans. I do it the lazy way. Just get a whipped cream can and then keep putting whipped cream on it until you can't see the slice of cheesecake anymore. That is how you properly whip cream a cheesecake. You only know there's enough whipped cream when you can't physically see the cheesecake anymore. When you can no longer identify what type of cake it is, you know you've put enough whipped cream on the cheesecake. That's the easiest way to know if I'm actually having cheesecake. Can you not see what I'm eating? If the answer is yes, it's cheesecake. There's just no other cake where I feel like I put that much whipped cream on. But for cheesecake, it just seems right. Thank you, Stode. Yeah, I did get a couple pretty interesting gifts. Though most of it was money. Which is perfectly fine, because I need money. Definitely won't deny more money. Plus, I have a bunch of healthcare stuff I'll probably be needing to do this year as well. I've been kind of putting off because I have no health insurance, and I think this next year I'm probably going to have no health insurance either. So I always keep like a reserve fund for stuff like that. Probably finally getting new glasses this year as well. I'm not sure why, but I tend to always do it on election years. It's just always kind of been a thing of how it landed. Initially, that wasn't the intention, but it kind of became like what it has been. Where I do it like every 2 to 4 years or so. Which happens to fall exactly on every election year in the United States. Either the midway sections or like the main ones. I haven't been following politics like at all since Joe Biden got in. I wonder how bad the rating suffered after Trump got out. Because Trump was really good for that, if nothing else. Like a 1.5 billion ratings boost for like everything. On what on earth he would do next. Whereas I can't even think of a single thing Joe Biden has done. Because like I never watch anything related to the news lately. Let's see. Oh, misclick. Oh no, don't yawn. I don't know, maybe eating more food would make me untired. If it can make you tired, maybe it can make you untired. The only food I have within reach is these cherries, though. Of which I probably should not eat them all tonight, because I've already ate like 2/3. No, 3/3 of this box is pretty much eaten now. Serving size of 2. They must have meant 2 boxes instead of 2 cherries. Though in all fairness, it was over the course of the entire day, not all at once. But I think this is like the 6th one we've had this stream. They're so good. Yeah, I ate 3/3 of the box. Like, this is what is left. Let's see, can I even see it? That's what's left. I don't know, can you see it that well? I think you should be able to. There's only like 1 row left out of 4. So that 1 row had barely any. Yes, all of it's chocolatey gooey. Oh no, they're already starting to melt some. Oh no, I gotta eat them all. They're starting to melt. It doesn't help that I have it like right next to the computer. Yeah, I could eat like 10 of these boxes. Like if you gave me a box of these every single day for an entire week, they'd be gone. It's probably something you shouldn't do, but it would be something that I would physically be able to do. I would highly advise not doing so. I bet it tastes like squirrel. Hey, we remembered to hand out a code, didn't we? I'll have another one soon. Hello, Genki. Merry Christmas. Hope everything's been well. I love the hat. Thank you. I've been wearing it all stream. I might wear it tomorrow as well. I don't get to use this hat that often. We could celebrate Christmas Eve, Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day, and then the day after Christmas. I don't know, what would you even call that? Christmas, I don't know, what's the opposite of Eve? I'm actually not sure. What's the opposite of Eve? If you were to, like, say the day after a holiday? So, like, the day before Christmas is Christmas Eve. What would be the day after Christmas? Like, what's the inverse of Eve? Is there even a term for it that works? I'm not even sure. Boxing Day. Yeah, true. Taking everything down. But I mean, like, the actual inverse of Eve. Is there even a thing? Post-Christmas? I guess maybe that could kind of work. Post-Christmas Day. Is Boxing Day actually considered a holiday? I guess it kind of makes sense, because a lot of people take down their stuff after Christmas. But most people wait till New Year's. Like, I don't know anyone who really takes down everything, like, literally the day after Christmas. Like, most people I know wait until, like, the day after New Year's. And then either, like, the direct day after New Year's or sometime in that, like, few day proximity. is when they actually take down everything. It just seems kind of weird taking it down like literally the exact day after it has happened. Oh, we got a verse 2 as well. Nice. That's interesting. I never realized that. They just box stuff all day? Well, if you have a lot of Christmas directions, yes, you would. Some people, it would be longer than a day. Like, some people put up, like, a ridiculously high amount of stuff, or a lot of stuff. I know I don't. Like, we could probably get everything, boxed up in, like, a few hours or less. Probably less. Realistically, with 2 people doing it, probably take, like, an hour to undo all the Christmas we set up. Because some people have way more stuff than that. Like, way, way more. Like, it'd be more than a day-long project amount of stuff. Oh, it's a shopping day like Black Friday? Oh, interesting. Yeah, there are generally a lot of sales kind of after that as well. Everyone trying to sell out their excess Christmas stuff that they bought. Or, you know, stores and stuff. Interesting. Oh, so hello, Al. Welcome, welcome. So hello, Laura and Nightmare. Welcome, welcome. Hope everyone's been having a wonderful holiday. And apparently tomorrow is also a holiday. So happy Boxing Day. Actually, in some time zones, it's already Boxing Day. Oh, welcome back, Isabel. Hope you and your family have been doing well. We've been talking about Boxing Day, apparently. I did not realize it's a holiday. We've also handed out like 5 redeem codes this stream. Though we're going a little dry on cursed gnomes this last 20 minutes or so. Yeah, hopefully the stream will go to midnight. I think I have enough energy to go all the way to midnight. Which is about another hour and a half. And then tomorrow concludes the final stream of the year. Is it Gnomapalooza time? I don't think we're doing any Gnomapalooza this stream. I think we're holding off for this particular stream. Tomorrow night, I think that'll be a different situation. as far as how we're going to be going about farming. But I believe tonight we're going to keep it nice and chill with no paloozas. With paloozas, you feel like you kind of have to rush. I like just doing it at this pace. It's more relaxing. Plus we get a billion verses. Though if we're getting a billion verses and never using them, they're not too good, are they? These are sitting on like, what, 44? 45. So we're currently at a 12 gap. We had as low as a 3 gap last Wednesday when we got like a billion verse 2s, and now it's a dozen gap. Because then we kept getting our normal bad luck related with it. Also, what are the point of shrines? Why on earth did they even bother adding another one? Oh yeah, what's our pity key number been doing? We're at 16 pity right now. I don't think we really need any paloozas to try pushing it. Is there some reason you want to keep at least 10 gaps? In case you ever have a week where you can't farm as much? Like if I was on vacation this weekend. Though luckily it's next week and not right now. But let's say I was already on vacation. Like I would just throw the paloozas then. And then do nothing else because you'd want to have some excess. But I always keep 10 in case I'm like away for a holiday or something. Or there's some reason why we can't farm. Because on something like a vacation, it's a lot easier to run like 2 hours of paloozas with your reserve 10 than it is to do like, you know, 5 to 10 hours of farming, if not more. But it's mostly just a backup plan for forever away. Or have some kind of reason why we can't really farm much on a given weekend. Just so we can run Palooza for like 2 to 3 hours and be good to go. And now it'd be as if we farmed the entire time, kind of. We're so close to that level. You know what? We'll hand out the next code on level up. Level up and 10th Curse Gnome will be the next 2 codes. And those will be the last 2 codes for the stream. When we gain a level and when we gain a 10th Curse Gnome. The only problem with those 2 numbers is both of those might be happening at the same time. We're at least kind of close to each other. Though at this rate, I think we might gain a level before we gain 10 Curse. We've been going a little dry on Curse this last half an hour. We're doing so good that first hour or so. How many Volkies do I have? Around 180,000. I mean, I wish. 180,000, could you imagine? I mean, 1,800 is what I meant to say. Could you imagine having 180,000 Volkies? That would take like an infinite amount of time. Kind of like treasure maps. But no, we have 1,800 Volkies. And almost 200 epic Volkies. Meaning in total, we pretty much have like 2,000 Volkies. Between normal and epic. But I believe by the end of this weekend, we'll actually at 2,000 normal Volkies. In total. Not just this weekend, but you know, in total of all that we have. There are 2 things in Gems of War that allow people to catch up like crazy. Especially if you're playing free-to-play, but even otherwise. It is Vault Events and Hourly Tribute. They are the 2 biggest things in Gems of War that allows it to actually function as a free-to-play game without spending a single cent. Because, gosh, do they give you a lot of loot. Yeah, we're almost level 1,700. That's still our goal before the end of this weekend, if we can. I'm not sure if we'll still be able to reach it, but hopefully we can. The only problem is this stream we only gained like 1 level. which means next stream I might have to gain like 3 levels, which I'm not sure is possible. I am not sure if that is possible. Yeah, these days we've been trying to do 100 levels per year. Though it is possible to do way quicker than that. If you farmed a lot, it's possible to hit like 100 levels in a month. It would just require a really high amount of grinding. But realistically, if we tried hitting like 1 per day, we could theoretically get it done this year. The only problem is how long that would take, because I think on average we'd have to farm for like 3 to 4 hours per day, which is a lot of time. That'd be over 1,000 hours, of course, across the year of just pure grinding, not even counting anything else. Though over the course of 7 years, we have pretty much reached that number, where our average has been like, what, 2,000 per year? Because we're at 13,421. Meaning on average, we've played for about 2,000 hours every year. But that includes dailies and when we're like setting up for videos and we just happen to have it open, as well as taking tribute and stuff like that. As well as things that isn't playing related to the game. Because normally when I'm doing a video, like, it's open for at least a few hours. Even if the video is only like a half an hour long, the game itself is normally running for multiple hours. Because I need to like copy paste stuff from it, like teams or other similar things I need to reference. And normally it's just running the whole time. But of course, all that time isn't actually grinding. Because us playing for like 3 or 4 hours in a day, and us actually like grinding for 3 to 4 hours in a day are two completely different things. Because a stream like this is us playing for like 3 hours in a day. Where you're like actually like grinding nonstop the entire time pretty much. We'd basically have to do this literally every day for an entire year to hit level 2,000 next year, which obviously is not going to happen. Our goal is probably 1,800. Lately, it's just been trying to hit 100. That's a lot more realistic. Because that comes out to like, what, 1 level every 3 days or so? Like 1 level every 3 to 4 days. So basically, as long as you're doing like 2 levels per week, you should reach it at that rate. You're only missing 1 mythic troop? Nice. Are you gonna get through diamonds? You just wait till it rotates? You can also try event key 4ing it, but that can be annoying because of the thousands of event keys it sometimes takes. I so far have never needed to do that, but that's gonna be so annoying if we ever do. Try opening like an event key drop table when there's already a different mythic in the drop table. I have not needed to do that a single time because we've always gotten every mythic the second it pretty much releases, like the first week upon release. Like, there hasn't been a single mythic we have not gotten on the very first week it was released. So we've never had to open event key where we're trying for specific mythic when there's multiple in the drop table. Because that'd be so annoying if you open like 3,000 event keys, you get 2 mythic drops, but they were both the mythic you already had and not the one you needed. I suggested to them a while back that they give a way to actually directly get the one you actually want. They did not implement such a thing. Instead that they wouldn't, which is very unfortunate. Because we do need one. It is really... I haven't had to experience that yet, but that must be so annoying. Like, open like 3,000 to 5,000 event keys. You keep getting the same mythic every time. It's the one you don't need. When you're trying to get the other copy. You need Karandera from the first campaign. He is in drop table when what is it from? A Grimwoods? No, it's from Urskia. But when an Urskia event comes, you can get it from event keys. You can also just craft it for 4,000 diamonds whenever he rolls in Soulforge. He is in a normal Soulforge rotation. Not in Rage Karandera, but you know, normal in Karandera. But technically, in Rage Karandera is always available. But normal Karandera is obtained from Urskia, or for 4,000 diamonds. He eventually rotates at some point through the diamond drop table. I'm not sure if he happened yet this cycle. I don't feel like he has. He's a really good pickup to get too. He's one of the best curse options in the game. I just realized something. With the team I built earlier for the Entangle, I had both Karandera and Mirage Queen in the same team. That's a little overkill on curse, isn't it? Because technically, Mirage Queen already curses for you. He's one of the other really good cursors in the game. The only problem with it is it has to do it off a cast. And it has a bit of a weird cast where if you don't have alignment, you don't necessarily want to cast it. However, it is still 4 times curse. Karandera is good though because it allows you to apply curse without needing extra turn. I mean, not that. I mean, it does require extra turn. I mean, it allows you to 0 turn curse, which means you don't have to use a cast or anything. You just simply take some extra turns from the board and you get the entire enemy team curse. There are quite a few teams where that's more favorable. The only annoying thing about it is there's a % chance. Hey, curse Gnome. But yeah, we'll hand out another code when we hit 10 of them. 2 more codes we'll have this stream. One on the nice, we had 15 shards. One we're doing when we hit the next level. The other one we're doing when we find 10 curse gnomes. Of which we have 8. Where's the curse gnome number? I have it under vault keys, which makes no sense. Because I haven't bothered changing what it's called. Like on my end, it's called vault keys. The cursed gnomes this stream. But that's because I haven't bothered renaming it on my end. Even though you guys see it as that. So it's weird clicking to update it because I'm clicking on something that says vault keys instead of cursed gnomes. So I might need to take this hat off soon. Oh no, we might keep it on. We're only going for about another hour or so. Hour and a half. Somewhere around there. I think we'll go for about an hour. And then tomorrow night we'll probably go about as long, if not longer. Ideally tomorrow night we'd want to go until we hit 1,700. The only problem is that amount of time is like 8 hours. Like for us to get from our current level to 1,700, we're talking like 8-9 hours. Which even if we streamed from 8 all the way until reset, that's not even enough time to get all the way. It'd get really close, but it wouldn't go all the way. It would be kind of funny having a video dedicated just to hitting level 1,700, though it's not that big of a milestone. 2,000 we'll probably make a video for. Oh no, there's a lot of people that are at 1,700 these days. 2,000 is like that super big milestone. That's basically max level. For all intensive purposes. I was looking at that earlier. Do we have anyone in chat level 2000 plus? I was looking earlier to see if there was. Highest I see right now is a 1358. They do exist. They just don't talk that much because they're grinding. I see a 1456. But yeah, they do exist. They're out there. The 2000 club. I don't feel like that many are ever in global, probably because they're just farming the whole time. Like us, we're very rarely in global. I know, she ended up getting it like 2 months ago. You kidding? She's almost like 100 past us now. Like, we're gonna hit level 1700, she's almost gonna be at 1800. But yeah, she passed us ages ago. Actually, 4 people in my guild, I believe, passed us. We were at the highest level in our guild for the longest time. However, I think I'm now like the 5th highest. Or the 4th highest because a bunch of people passed us. Like if I go check guild real quick. It still shows me at the top because we're the leader of the guild. However, we are currently the 4th highest because Isabel, HP Herm, and Nexus are all... also, I still find it really funny Nexus is called Nexus. Because we just got a kingdom called Nexus. But all 3 of them are higher level than me. No one's really close to taking it next. I guess maybe Azala will. Azala's pretty active. Though we're more active this week. Though not in gold. Actually, how much spare gold do I have? Not enough to do another million. I was gonna say, if I was at 11 million, I'd probably do it. I am not, though. Yeah, a lot of people have been farming more than us lately. And it's also quicker to gain EXP now than it used to be back in the day. Because when we used to like super grind the game, EXP was a lot slower to get than in the current state of the game. Especially now that they brought back the Dust Devil instant win like this, which used to exist 5 years ago. And back then the level cap was 1000, so even if you infinitely farmed back when you could do that super quick kill with this, you weren't getting as good of a rate. Plus there's a lot more ways to get EXP now. A lot more bonuses. As well as the quickest possible win being even quicker than the old Dust Devil team. Because this is actually quicker than the Dust Devil team they nerfed 5 years ago. Because that other team required you to cast Dust Devil twice. Which is slower than casting a extra turn into Dust Devil. Yeah, there's still the 3 Ironhawk one as well. I personally prefer using this. Though, you can do triple Ironhawk with just one. I generally don't like doing this during a Vault event. If it was a non-Vault event, I wouldn't mind using it. But the biggest issue is anything that has over 20 durability survives, and I just hate having to kill them. And this happens a lot with Soul Gnome. Hey, you can run this with just a one shot. Where you win with one single Dust Devil cast. Without needing Sister. The only problem is it doesn't kill Soul Gnome when it's epic or above. And there's a few other things it doesn't kill that are in the 21 to 25 durability range that this team would. And the reason why it's better during a not Vault event is a lot of the things that would appear that have that durability don't appear as often. But the best time to farm EXP specifically is during a Guild War week. Especially during a Guild War week when you have 100% extra EXP bonus. Which isn't double, but it's a lot of extra. Because it adds another 100%. So if you have like 165%, it makes you 265. It doesn't double what you already have. It just gives you an extra 100% to that number. So close to the level. Yeah, next level and 10 cursed gnomes will hand out code. Last 2 for the screw. And at this point, it does look like we'll get the level first. Oh, or not. Okay, one more cursed gnome to go. Which one will happen first? Oh gosh, they better not happen at the exact same time. But we're at 9 cursed gnomes now. And we're almost at the level. Watch them happen in the exact same battle. We're gonna get a level and cursed gnome on the very same battle. Yeah, Wild Plains and Cinder Mirage are the 2 lowest durabilities. Because Blackhawk isn't as good since it got the faction. But yeah, Wild Plains and Cinder Mirage are the 2 go-to ones. I just happen to use Cinder Mirage. They're both fine though. Tomorrow you have been playing the game for a year and be level 1523, only missing 16 mythics. Nice, that's a lot of progress for a year. But as I was mentioning earlier, it's definitely possible for people to catch up in like a year or 2 with how Gems of War is set up. I think some people underestimate how, like, if you play for a decent amount and get into a somewhat decent guild, like how much you can catch up how quickly. But yeah, that's a lot of progress for a year. But it's definitely possible. And at that point, the account isn't like any more distinguishable from an account that's been going for like 5+ years. It's not too bad to catch up. Especially with Vault events. Vault events are crazy for catching up. Like a few like super power farms on a couple Vault event weekends and you're gonna have like infinite loot. Maybe not literally infinite, but you know. Like ridiculously high amounts. I can't think of like any other free-to-play game that would actually do that though. Like, especially with like premium currencies and the currencies that are used for like guarantee getting mythics and stuff like that. The only thing that's like really good that isn't in the drop table is writs, or you know, things like writs, deeds, stuff like that. It's like the only really big thing that's missing from vault keys. And war coins. So war coins have a diminishing return. Once you have a certain amount, they become useless. Unlike quite a few other resources like gems and diamonds. Or diamonds does technically become useless at some point, though you'd have to be like near completed the game to be at that point. But gems basically never become useless, since they're basically the premium currency, but they're obtainable for free. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're ever going to give us a way to get more writs and deeds. I sure hope they will at some point. It's still the main resource I would say is the most bottlenecked in the game. Like, there's some way to infinite farm pretty much every resource, even deeds, technically. If you, like, get a bunch of gems and then use them to buy every single daily offer you ever see, as well as do your 3 daily arenas, you can kind of make progress on it. But you just don't get enough progress on it overall. You're still probably the most bottlenecked resource in the game. The entirety of how deeds are set up currently. Though it does somewhat make sense, because obviously the current kingdom upgrading system is supposed to last probably for the rest of the game's life cycle. Because I'm pretty sure to this day there's still barely anyone who has level 20 kingdoms. It's just so expensive to do, resource-wise. And deed books are probably the main thing keeping people back, more so than Imperials. Because I believe you have an Imperial to theoretically get a level 20. I just don't have the deed books. Even if I converted literally everything I have into deed books of that color, it still wouldn't be enough. But I would advise having every kingdom leveled to 15 and then do all of them to 16 before you even consider doing 20s. Like, literally every kingdom needs to be level 16 before you even start to think about level 20s. Just because of how much of a gap there is between the resources needed. Because for the cost of like one level 20, you can almost 16 every kingdom in the game. Or at least like half of them or something. Single token of guard, what a fail. No, there's nothing really too good off that drop table. Unfortunately. You got over 500,000 glory that day? Nice. Yeah, that one day was pretty insane. It got nerfed pretty quick. Vault weekends are still pretty insane loot though overall. Not as insane as that one day, but still pretty good. But yeah, glory is a really weird resource. It's actually pretty valuable. Spamming it on something like glory keys. Because glory keys do have mythic chance. They also drop pure currency, like gems and stuff. While still having mythic chance. The only problem is that a lot of the rates for getting anything useful off of glory keys is really low. But they have some pretty good drop tables. They actually have the widest drop table of the entire game of any key. Which is both good and bad. If you get lucky on them, it makes them good. There's not a single key in the game that has a wider drop table than them. So having a lot of them basically gets you completion on like everything at once. Except maybe mythics, because the chance of them getting mythics is so low. Because it takes like 10,000 or so of glory keys just to get one single mythic on average. But that does mean I have like 7 mythics worth of glory keys sitting around, because I think we're at like 80,000. Where are the cellar chocolates? Oh, we're still here. We were showing them earlier. We still have the top row. Actually, I haven't ate any since I showed it earlier. I think I'm showing it correctly. I'm always bad at trying to show something to a camera. But, if it'd help if I, like, lift it all the way. But yeah, we have one top or low left. The Cellas. They're so good. I've been trying not to eat too many. I already ate 3/4 the box. In, like, half a day. Or I guess an entire day, technically. Gotta save some for tomorrow. Plus, there's still other dessert I want to grab after the stream, so probably shouldn't be snacking too much on these. Still want to go do the cheesecake. Yeah, they're really good. I need to stop eating them, though. The serving size said 2, and I've ate, how many did I eat? I have eaten, how many is in here again? 22, I think? So I've eaten... Math, why am I failing at you so badly? 16. I've eaten 16 of them. The serving size is 2. I think they mean 2 boxes, but no, it says 2. I assume it means 2 cherries and not 2 boxes. But yeah, I've had 16 so far. No, I've had 3 rows, but one of the rows was like weirdly numbered. Because it wasn't like a full row. Which is gypped us. It's kind of funny too, because like right over here, like it has this thing. Like you know, the little logo thingy. And you would kind of assume by the rest of the design, it's like, oh, it's going the entire way. But then you open it up and it has like this little area here where it's like, oh no, you gypped me some cherries. A lot of packaging kind of does that. Where it like looks like there's like extra space there for something. And then it's like, nope, we're just going to put something there so we can put less. Because it's hidden by the box outside. It reminds me of like those meme pictures where it's like you know those pizzas that show like a little sliver, like a, you know, pizza slice of a thing, and if it has a topping, let's say like pepperoni, like they'll put all the pepperoni in like that little sliver of an area to make it seem like, oh, this thing's loaded with pepperoni. Then you like open it up and then it's like, oh, they literally put pepperoni almost entirely where the box shows the pepperoni number or, you know, the amount visually. There's a lot of weird packaging things like that, but this does it too, where it like gyps you 2 cherries just because it's hiding on the thing, so that they can get away with selling 2 less per package. While it's still seeming like it's completely filled, but because the packaging's kind of blocking it, it like seems like it's full, but it's actually not. The serving size is 2 rows. Is it? Does it say row? I'm pretty sure it says literally 2. 2 pieces. 11 servings per container. There's 22. So that definitely means 2. Because it says 20. It says 11 servings when there's 22 with a 2 serving. Meaning it is definitely only 2 individual cherries, which I have no clue how you only eat 2. Is like a near impossible task. The only thing harder would be eating literally 1. Two per minute. No, 2 is just a serving size for how many can fit in your hand before they start melting, before you can actually eat them. I think that's why it says 2. Because realistically, you can't do 3. Otherwise, the 3rd would have melted some in your hand before you could have eaten the other 2. So that's what the 2 serving size probably means. Don't put more than 2 in your hand at a given time. Happy holidays, Alan. Welcome. But we're still handing out 2 more codes this stream. Whenever we gain a level, and whenever we find 1 more curse gnome for the 10th. And we're almost at that level. And who knows when we're going to find that curse gnome. At some point in this stream we definitely are. It's more so a matter of where on earth it's going to come out. Death by cheesecake. Oh, so we got really lucky this stream. So far, none of our cursed gnomes have dropped the Vault Key. Hopefully we don't immediately jinx it. Because that means we would have gone 10 cursed gnomes in a row with no Vault Keys, which is great. Speaking of which, I just got a Vault Key from the normal gnome, but that's fine. As long as you don't do it off a cursed gnome. Yeah, the cheesecake is to die for, I know, right? Literally. That would actually be a really fun concept for a game. Imagine a game where it's like a baking sim, but you're a assassin baker. And you literally make like pastries and stuff to die for. Quite literally. Where you're basically like a bakery assassin. That'd be a funny premise. I'm pretty sure it's been done at some point, somewhere else. What brand of cheesecake? Oh, it's homemade. Which makes it even better. But there's no specific brand. The bakery assassin. It'd be a fun holiday game. Release it around like Thanksgiving or Christmas time. I would never make something like that though. It would require too many art assets. Hey, 10th Curse Gnome. Oh no, they're both almost on top of each other. It wasn't literally on top of each other, but pretty close. Nice, 15 Curse Rune too. Okay, well, I said when we hit, well, we'll be handing out like a double code right at the end of the stream, I guess. Because I said I would hand one out when we hit 10, and that's 10, and we're about to gain a level, and I said we'd hand out one then. And that'll be the last one to stream when we get that level then. But I might still keep streaming a little bit longer. Though the tiredness, food fatigue is setting in. But let's go hand out a code. Then we'll have another one soon. The diabetes assassin. Let's see. I need to figure out where my codes are. There they are. Grab that, click save. Figure out where on earth the thing is. There it is. Put that in there, 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 put that in there. So many things going in other things. And here you guys go. If I could find where the link is. There it is. There it is. And we'll have one more in a little bit. There's the code. You guys know how to use it by now. Enjoy. And we'll hand out one more code when we hit next level. I think the Escapist kind of did that one game. We actually streamed it like years back. I never played Escapist 2. But that game was decently fun. Because you had to do weird stuff like that. Like hide things and other things. In order to escape. It did seem like that game had too many overpowered strategies, though. Like, once you knew kind of what you needed to do, it was just kind of too easy. Like, when you're absolutely clueless, that game was decent. But once you start, like, learning... Like, the first few are the hardest, but then once you start getting to the later ones, it's like, oh, you already have so much strategy down. Even the new mechanics don't really do much to stop you. Because you already know, like, what you can do to escape. Are we the new Salty and giving codes? I wish we could always hand out that many. The only reason we're doing it right now is because of the holiday. Salty was always able to do so many because she only did like one stream every week. So she gave out her entire week's worth of codes on one single day. Which always makes it seem like she was giving out a billion codes because she only did one stream a week. In which all of the codes were concentrated on. Because even if we only give out one code every stream, we still handed out more codes than Salty, technically. It was just because we were handing them out at a much more elongated state. Where she handed it out all in one single day. We're almost at the level. So close yet so far. But yeah, I'm not sure we're hitting that other milestone. as much as I want to. Because the amount of time we have to grind tomorrow is just going to be too much. To a degree, I'm not even sure I have that much time. We were talking like 8 hours. Somewhere around there. Can you wish elhay a Merry Christmas? Sure, we'll go bring it once we get a level. And hand out the code. Ah, there's the level. Ah, there it is! Level 500 purple! Let's screenshot it. Now it's 501. There we go. Boom. Alright, let's go get elhay. We'll go hand out code. Oi! Good old chair stream. Had to do it at least once this stream. Alright, there we go. There's elhay. If I can bring him up a little bit higher. Ah, the chocolates are in the way. There we go. Good old elhay. He'll guard my chocolates. Just make sure they don't melt. Just blow air on them. Use your, I almost said horn. Use your trunk. Oh yeah, let's go hand out code. I'll farm a little bit more. And then call it a wrap for the night. Because I am getting ready to, like, crash. Very soon. Let's see. Where's the code section? I've used it, like, 6 times this stream, and I still cannot find it. There it is. Where is the stream itself? There it is. I don't have a second Santa hat. I could give elhay my Santa hat, so I don't have to wear it anymore. There we go. Is it on him properly? That should be good enough. There we go. Give my head some breathing room. There we go. He has a Santa hat now. And he'll watch us play. Looking directly at the screen. Santa elhay. Save dessert for tomorrow's breakfast. No, I'm gonna have it tonight. No, I'm probably not gonna have that much. I do want to have it before I go to bed. At least some, anyways. Because I'm probably still gonna be up for like a little bit after we end the stream. Like, I might even still farm some off stream. Just kind of chill before bed. But I do believe we're going to end soon. So if anyone still has any questions and you want to go over, I hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful holiday. Just a reminder, tomorrow is the last stream we're doing this year. Until around the 5th or so of next year. So we're only going to be gone for about a week or so, but we shall be gone during that time. We'll probably have some stuff pre-recorded, or I sure hope so. I still have not recorded anything. But I would hope I have enough time between then and then to record something. Between the next 2 days. Yeah, I believe we're calling it a night soon. I kind of want to try finding one more. But I say that and we'll probably be here for like an hour. Hey, another verse now. Same time tomorrow, yes. We should be starting around 8, and we're hopefully going to go until at least midnight, if not longer. I might even go all the way to reset. Depends how awake I am. Time is subject to change based on, or end time is subject to change based on how awake we are. So we'll be starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 3 hours prior to now tomorrow, for the final stream of the year. And it should be starting on time. Today we didn't just because of the holiday, but I shouldn't have anything getting in the way of starting on time tomorrow. At most it would be like 5 minutes late, which is like the normal amount of late. Yep, no problem. Yeah, I hope you all really enjoyed your holiday. I definitely had a lot of fun with it. And then we have New Year's right around the corner. I won't be around to say Happy New Year's to you guys, but if I don't see you guys tomorrow, I hope you all have a wonderful New Year's as well. Because our first stream of the new year won't be until I think the 5th. Which we'll probably also say Happy New Year's on, because that's technically the first stream we're doing of the new year. What I think Gems of War troops talk like. That'd be so bad to do because I can't do accents. Oh, do I keep getting your lowest gnome? Which one? Verse 1? I'm not even sure which one it is. He kind of just keeps dropping like crazy and won't stop dropping. Oh, watch out for those family dinners. Yeah, I think my dad's gonna try making a lobster bisque again. He always likes doing it for New Year's. But anyways, guys, I do believe I am gonna wrap it up after the set for tonight. And then we'll be back tomorrow for the last power grind. And I'm not sure if we'll hit level 1,700, but we'll definitely make a lot of progress, that's for sure. Oh, you're at like 40, so you'll... Oh, yeah, it's... yeah, I'm at like 45 right now, I think, or something, or 46. So we really don't need to worry about it too much. 465,000 keys? Oh yeah, are you talking about how many keys we have for our total here? Is that how many we have? Yeah, we have a lot. There's some people with over 1 million. The main thing making it look so high is gold keys though. If you ignore gold keys, it's more like 100,000 keys. Because gold keys don't actually give you any chance at mythics. Well, they kind of do now that you can convert them, but there's no way you're ever going to be able to convert all of them with how the conversion system works with the new Soulforge. But, it's basically every key that isn't that key. Oh, also, when we got some free VIP keys earlier, we have finally hit over 50 free VIP keys over the last however many. I can't remember the last time we opened them, but this is like 3 to 4 years worth of free VIP keys that they've handed out through various means over the years. But I think some of them might have been from the offers as well, because I believe when you have VIP 6, you can occasionally get an offer that has them. But most of them are from the free ones that you just get randomly. Alright, this will be our last battle then. You can compare ours to Salty's voice acting. I'm pretty sure she did it better. But anyways, guys, I'm going to call it here. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's been a great year. Really appreciate all the support. It's helped out a lot. We will be doing one last final hurrah stream tomorrow. Farming kind of similarly today, though probably even longer. It's close enough to midnight. Tomorrow probably will be a little bit longer, assuming I'm awake enough for it. But ideally tomorrow I want to go all the way till reset, but we'll see. But it depends how awake I am. But yeah, tomorrow will be the very, very last stream of the year then. And we'll end it with that, and then we'll be back on the 5th. And hopefully we'll have some pre-recorded videos going up in between that time as well. So we have at least something going up. But otherwise, after tomorrow night's stream, we won't be back until the 5th then. I believe the night of the 5th. Isn't that a Wednesday? It should be. Yeah, the night of the 5th, I believe, is the day we'll be back. And we'll go from there. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the holidays. Keep enjoying the holidays. Why on earth do I have a star over here? Silverglade, something got upgraded? Okay, I'll take it. Sure. What happened? Oh, the new troop was Silverglade. Duh. The troop we got yesterday was Silverglade, and because it's all the way in the corner, I forgot to go claim it. Fail. That's funny. Because the troop we got today and yesterday is a Silverglade troop. So that's what the one star was from. I was wondering why I was blinking. But anyways, guys, we'll catch you soon. Thank you. Hope you all have a wonderful holiday. Thank you for stopping by as always. And one last hurrah stream tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same time we always do, about 3 hours prior to now tomorrow. And we'll go from there. Goodbye, everyone. Enjoy the holidays. Happy New Year. And I'll see you guys soon. Or otherwise, Happy New Year.